it is. I used it here on air, and I realized this is not a toy. This thing is heavy gauge, heavy duty, the most industrial steel you will ever see, and it eliminates the running back and forth and trying to figure out what's the right socket, right? You've done it before, right? You put a socket on your if you happen to have a socket wrench set, you go, you grab the thing, you put it on, you try it, doesn't fit. You go back, you're going back and forth. Well, this amazing tool has all the sockets that you'll need in one place. That's what, we get contractors that buy these, all right? And they're like, oh my gosh, because any socket you need, any size, is all built in. Whether it's standard or metric, whether it's larger or smaller, you've got all of them, and you have 48 different combinations that you can utilize with this. It is only $19.95. You can see how thick it is. This is the most heavy-duty tool that we sell here at HSN. Gonna last you the rest of your life. You'll probably hand it down to your kids. I have it available in the blue grip, in the yellow grip, and in the red grip. You've got every socket that you're gonna need right in the palm of your hand. This was huge for us on Father's Day. I mean, tens of thousands of people bought it. Everybody that uses it, that even knows about tools, is like, what, are you kidding me? If I need to do a repair, there it is. I pull it out, I'm like, what size socket you need? Oh, it's standard. Oh, it's metric. It works on both. Chad Allen is standing by. I believe it's Chad today. Yeah, it's either Chad or Lou. There's Chad. You know, Chad, when I present this with Lou, you know, Lou's got everything. He's like, I bought this the minute I saw it. I mean, we love this thing.
Yeah. Hi, Guy. Hi, everybody. Yeah, Chad Allen doing a tool presentation, they don't belong in the same sentence. I mean, we're all very sure about that. You've watched me present items here for years. I present the pretty items, right? And since Lou's on vacation, I'm filling in for Lou on this particular item because I'm a Bell & Howell brand ambassador as well. I've been with Bell & Howell 10 years. Okay, but I gotta tell you, as somebody who doesn't use tools, who's really not familiar with tools, maybe like you, this is the one you need. You gotta trust me on it from the get-go because it's made out of solid steel. And you have two ends, and each end adjusts with, there's 4 different holes on each side, so 8 holes altogether, and we're replacing 48 different tools, and you're getting the included pouch holder. I'm talking about tools like you're seeing here. We're talking everything from box wrenches to adjustable wrenches to socket sets to little screwdrivers that pretend to it. Okay, and then you get a piece of furniture home and they give you something like this in the box and they expect you to put your whole piece of furniture together. Put that next to the Bell & Howell tool and you're gonna notice a difference immediately. When I had to present, when I learned I was going to, not have to, when I realized I was going to present this item, this tool, I put it to the test. I put a few things together, I tightened a few of my bar stools like I'm sitting on right now, and I thought, wow, I really do know how to use a tool. So if you have somebody going off to college who's just getting into the tools, if you have a contract in your life, a dad, a grandpa, an uncle, a brother, maybe it's you, lighten the tool load. You don't have to have 48 different tools. You can have just one because we're talking about metric and standard, and every single hole has a tooth system on the inside. There's teeth. There's 12 different teeth in each hole. What does that mean? That means you're talking about not only standard or metric, you're talking about 6 different bolt shapes. We have your 6-point bolt covered, your 12-point bolt, your spline, your torque, your square. Even a lot of damaged bolts will work with this because there's 12 teeth on the inside, being able to grip each and every bolt, each and every nut. And something that you'll see in this video that is sort of hard to see on camera even, is the measurements are on the side. You know exactly what measurement you're using, even though you might not actually know what measurement you're using. It's marked right there. One side has your inches, and then the other, so it'll say like 19 millimeters right there. Yeah. And then on this side, it says 3/4 of an inch. So if somebody said, what size is that bolt? And instead of saying, oh, I have no idea. Well, you go, oh yeah, it fit in the 19 millimeter hole. That's the one it is. But there's 12 teeth, guys. You can see there.
Mm-hmm. You know what I love, Chad, too, is that I own a socket set. And with a socket set, you're basically using it 90 degrees, right? You put the socket on, socket goes here, you got one direction or one or two directions, left or right. That's all you can do. With this one, if you have a little bit of an angle, you can angle it up and you can spin it like this, so in this direction, right? So when you need to go there, you can actually move it in any direction that you need to get versus just being able to go 90 degrees with a traditional socket set. That is a brilliant thing. Plus, you could actually go right through bolts. You could go right through because your finger will go through. So if the bolt is down low on a screw, you could go all the way down and do that. You can't do that with a regular socket set either. Rob, which one is the most limited again? If you want yellow, that'll be the first one to sell out. I actually, the one that I have, I actually bought it in the red, just because I have a red toolbox, so I bought it in red. Doesn't matter what size you get, you will love it. If you've got a birthday coming up or something for mom or dad, if dad, loves his tools, get him this. If he does, I'll guarantee if he doesn't watch HSN, he probably hasn't seen this. You might have seen it on an infomercial. It's one of the greatest tools I've ever bought. I mean, honestly, and I say that about a lot of things, but this is, I don't buy many tools off air. I will go to the store and I will price them out. When I got this home, I'm like, I don't even need my socket set. Every once in a blue moon, there may be one socket that I don't have, a little baby teeny tiny one, but for the most part, I use this every time. And having the ability to angle it, to get into tight spaces really is, to me, is what puts it over the edge. 739-368, red, yellow, or blue. And Chad, talk to me, the quality of this thing, it's heavier gauge than anything that I've even seen. When you go to some of the home stores and they'll sell like 5 of them, 5 wrenches or whatever, and they're very thin. This is heavy gauge.
It really is. It's a contractor grade steel that was used on this, okay? And we're talking about 2 sides. So no matter which side you use, it's all contractor grade steel. It's got the contractor grade joints right there as this rotates and converts from size to side. There's just a little bit of the wrench sizes right there, but the 6-point, the 12-point, and then the spline, the torque, the square, also working on damaged bolts. If you don't know those words I just said, this is the tool for you because it's the tool for me. I had to look up what those things were. People could say, what size bolt is that? When somebody's underneath the sink or they say, what size bolt is that? If you're somebody who goes, I have no idea. All you have to do is go grab this, okay? That's the big point in this. I'm not really selling you a wrench today. What I'm really doing is selling you convenience, ease, knowledge, because all you need to do is go grab this one thing. If I saved you one trip back to the toolbox because you kept grabbing the wrong wrench, would that matter to you? Because guy, I put all this into this little pencil holder here. This was all in a shopping bag in a closet. I mean, I didn't even know where to really find all these tools in my house because I never want to use tools. I call somebody and it gets expensive. I call the plumber, I call the electrician, I call somebody or the handyman to tighten something up. I don't have to do that anymore. I'm personally going to save a lot of money. I hope you do too. And as Guy was pointing out, pretend this was a bolt. You put it right there. You're able to flip it over, rotate, flip it over, rotate. It's like you're ratcheting set. But guys, something we didn't talk about and is really, this is the only order of the year. I don't want to alarm anybody. I know we're going into August. We're 5 months from Christmas, but it's been really hard to get quality contractor grade steel here, okay? It's just a really hard commodity right now. Steel is difficult to find.
Yeah.
So to get contractor grade steel, we are not getting any more in, Guy. This is it. And everybody's getting the pouch holster with it, which has a hook and loop closer, has your belt loop on the back, and so it's a perfect little gift for anybody in your life. If you think, my goodness,
if you have a fixer-upper at your house, they will love this. I want you to come in close. Chad talked about this a little bit earlier. It's the 12-point inside. That's the grip that you get right in there, and every one of them has it. You see there? So that enables you to do 12-point. It enables you to do 6. It enables you to do square. We talked about the spline. It enables you to do every size because of all the catch points that are inside, and you can see them. I'll show you right there. That's a good, really great shot. Thanks, guys. See all those little catch points inside? So no matter what you put inside there, it is going to be able to latch on. So if it's regular square bolt, if it is a 6-point bolt, if it's a 12-point bolt, you've got the right tool for the job, and that's what locks it in. And then contractor grade steel. You can see how thick that is. I mean, look right here. in this area where the joint is right there, that is so heavy duty and thick. See how they doubled up the steel right there? That's where a lot of the pressure is. And again, you know, to Chad's earlier point, being able to spin this thing around on an angle, I don't want to break my finger here, but you get the idea. So you could do that as well. Anybody out there that works with their hands, anybody out there that is a hands-on person would love this. But I think moreover, if you don't own a socket set, buy this. I mean, listen, I had an AC guy at my house yesterday for probably the better part of the day. My air conditioning went out, and you know, you look at these guys, and he had a whole van full of tools. I guarantee one of these would have taken up, he probably could have done everything that he did on my air conditioner with all the different size bolts, because he had little bolts he had to take off the cover. Then he had to go in and he had to take out the fan because I blew a fan motor. And I'm watching him using all these things, and I'm like, you could have done it just with this. In fact, I wasn't out there very long. He may add this. My buddy Tim, he's my AC guy. He probably had one of these things. Contractors, no. I would say most of them probably have seen this and are like, hey, it's easy. I don't have to worry about what size. I know it's on there, and I know I could do the job without switching them out. Over 700 already have gone out. Chad, we got about a minute left. I'm going to hand it back to you to wrap it up, buddy.
Yeah, this is, don't forget, Bell & Howell, a company that's been around 114 years in 99 countries. We're able to source the best of the best when it comes to raw materials. So this is that contractor-grade steel that's going to give you 48 tools in the palm of your hand. It's really just about convenience and ease and not having to fumble around with different wrenches and socket sets and not even really knowing what you're doing. Just go grab this, and you're able to do all the tools right in the palm of your hand. And we are giving you that holster pouch with that belt loop on the back where you can put it on your belt loop and take it with you. The perfect guy gift.
Oh, I love it. I forgot about they didn't put the holster. I love the holster. Makes you look more like you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Hey, just give me a second. I'll pull this thing out and I'll fix that for you. All right, the item number is 739-368. Chad, great job as always. I love this item, and we are crazy busy. Use express ordering if you can. I got so many people shopping for this right now. They realize, hey, this is a great tool.